and stuff like that. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see where we are.
Where are you sharing right now?
So I'm going to share to my groups, my 3 main groups, and then that's it.
Okay.
So and then we should, when people get on, they should be able to comment.
Where are you sharing right now?
So weird hearing my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll share on my business page too.
Hi, everybody. We have some people logging in.
Yay. Hello, hello.
Sunday night. You can definitely tell fall's coming.
Oh, for sure. I love it. I bought, hello, Jessica. I bought a fleecy flannel at Costco.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one for Mike and I bought one for Easton, and they loved it so much. And I wear Mike's early in the morning because it's getting colder. And I'm like, yeah. I'm just going to, and they just lowered the price from like 20 to $11. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting them.
That's awesome.
So I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Hello, hello. Oh, I gotta go in. I forget that if I do it on one. Beautiful. And we'll see who else is coming. If you guys are coming in to join Jenny and I tonight, please go ahead and say hello. We're going to have a fun talk on eclipses, on the eclipse coming up this week.
Yeah. Lots of energies in the sky right now.
Totally.
Well, welcome to Rooted in Wisdom.
Yes, we're so excited to have you guys here. So for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Renee Lowry. Used to be Renee Atkins. Sometimes it depends on how I feel. Sometimes I'll go by Renee Atkins Lowry so people understand who I am. But I am I'm also an energetic healer. And I am also a holistic life coach who is trauma informed, a spiritual life coach, and intuitive coach. And yeah, a lot of things. I'm a lot of things and I love it. I'm also a mom, a friend, I'm everything. And I'm also, but the most important thing right here, right now, is I am CEO of Rooted in Wisdom Academy. And if you guys have not liked and followed our business page, please do so. We have this beautiful Rooted in Wisdom community too that we have started. And it is growing. And this is where we're going to be on this page and in that group. We're going to be offering mini courses on astrology, on intuition, actual courses, and some workshops. And we have a whole list of them that we're super excited to get started and get going. And without further ado, I want her to introduce yourself. This is my business partner and one of my best friends, Jenny Cates. And take it away, Jenny.
Hey, I am a holistic life coach. My specialty, I love working with youth, especially in mindfulness and nature, but I love astrology and all things to do about the spirituality, like finding our authentic selves, self-care and nurturing, So it's just a never ending thing. And it's something that we all need. And just finding that wisdom within us and working with women, I love doing especially. So yeah, super excited about tonight. So, okay, want to
Yes.
dive in?
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and dive in? Do you want to go ahead and start talking about what actually is an eclipse, Jenny?
So an eclipse, this one's going to be a partial eclipse. So the moon is going to actually be covered by the sun more. Like you're going to have, because it's a lunar eclipse, it's going to cover the sun. So it's definitely, pushing those energies and transformation. This one in particular is in Pisces. So there's a lot of karmic cycles that will be ending, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. Because this one is partial, it's not as intense. Did we not have full one this summer? We did, didn't we?
I think
or close
we did.
to it.
I didn't have a full one, but we had a pretty good full one up in the Northeast by you. But it was, I think it was cloudy, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Yeah, no. So it'll happen on September 17th here in North America, and 10:44 is when it'll really peak at its maximum, and that's Eastern daytime. I'm Eastern, so I will normally transfer to that instead of I try to do the mountain because of Renee, but it doesn't always happen. As I said, it's in Pisces, but it is conjunct Neptune, who is also in Pisces. So it's 25 degrees. The degrees of it is important for you to find it in your chart. So we'll talk a little bit more down in a few minutes once we've talked about it. So, yeah. No. Do you have anything to add to that there, Renee?
Just that I call it a corridor. So every time I ask my my guides, my higher self, to show me what it looks like, they show me this corridor, and it's almost like a vacuum cleaner of energy that comes in. And this energy is very potent because when you have the moon over the sun, it just creates this beautiful symbiotic, I want to say, like energetic vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And so it's a very potent time to really go inwards, really take a look at what's working for you and what isn't, and where you want to be. Because this is a time where you can, I hate using the word level up, but this is the time where you get to expand and grow to be where you've been asking to go, where your manifestations, where they want to come in. And so working with the eclipse energy and the sign and the moon that it's going to be working is doubly important, because it really asks you to take a really good look at your life, really non-judgmental, right? And really asks you to really take a good deep look at yourself. And if you're trying to manifest this and you're still holding on to things down here, this is a great time for it to be kind of zapped away. And if you've been asking for the same thing, sometimes you won't have a choice.
Yeah.
So it could be either chaotic and hectic for people, or it could be very marked with spiritual growth and love and leveling up. They keep having to use the word level up, and I think it's because they know I don't like it. So, but this full moon will be in Pisces, and so the energy and the nodes are actually going to start shifting a bit too, or not the nodes. Sorry, the moon will be shifting. So it'll be really interesting. This ends a cycle in Libra and Aries, and it's going to be shifting to Scorpio and Virgo. No, Pisces and Virgo. I'm sorry. I'm losing my brain right here. I'm going to let Jenny talk about that.
It's all good. Yeah, no. So yeah, Renee is right about the leveling up. So it is, because it's also in Pisces and it's conjunct Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. So this is a really big pivotal moment. Definitely ground yourself. These energies are definitely connected to the other sides. So universe, spirit, source, whoever, whatever you may call it. But the veil becomes very thin during this eclipse. So it does happen to, as Renee said, taps into the inner wisdom, the dreams, and the collective unconscious universe. So yes, the lunar nodes, which is where our destiny and our fates are that lie. We have a north node of where we're going in this lifetime, and then we have where we've been comfortable in our south node, where we've been in our past lives. So we always want to be going towards our north, but know that we can, like, we know what to do, and sometimes we get hit with the lessons of the south node just to remind us, hey, you've been there, you know what you've done, so let's go. Like, don't dilly dally, or if you have to dilly dally, fine, but you know what to do. So so the north nodes are going in now that the lunar nodes are no longer retrograding. They ended, was it the 28th or 29th of August? Roughly. Let's just say roughly.
Around the same time as Mercury?
Yeah, it was just shortly after it. We did our retrogrades. There's a video up on our YouTube page there, so you can grab it. But yeah, no, so this lunar eclipse, you will find emotional waves that will be coming at you because it's Pisces. We're in the moon, with the lunar eclipse, right? The moon itself is about intuition and emotions and nurturing. But Pisces, we've always said, it's has foot on Earth, but the other foot is totally off into dream world, the subconscious, the collective conscious, right? So having both Neptune and Pisces, and then this lunar eclipse in Pisces, you're definitely going to have a time where you will have healing. When healing happens, we feel that intense energy that society has had us think that they're bad feelings or emotions, of whether it might be hurt, pain, loss, grief, and in those ones, what did they attach to that? So you will probably be saying goodbye to something or someone. You probably have already been feeling that. The portal opened in the last in the new moon. So that one did help us because it was new moon in Virgo. It was a grounding moon, and it helped us start with routines and to start to nurture ourselves and go from there. So this one is the energies are for you. They're for all of us, but you need to go in towards yourself and what do you need to grow? What is coming up, and where do you need to have that empathy for yourself and understanding? So you may even find some spiritual awakening in this as well, especially Pisces and Neptune. Pisces is so intuitive. They're very much healers, but there's, it's water. So it's an emotional element. So make sure you're balancing yourself. When we teach our courses, we teach about how to balance. That is the most important thing. I think if we can ever take away is to ensure that we're balancing the elements, whether it might be the different signs. You may need to just balance that one sign, but ensure that you're in, the right A to be for, if you're finding yourself a little bit negative in that one, that might be what you need to look forward to. And there's rituals and different tools that you can do, especially if it resonates with you during the lunar eclipse. So one of them is yours, Renee. Your bath time.
What do you mean?
You love baths?
Yeah. So if it depends on what I need or want. I also, that didn't go very well. Sorry, I was trying to put our YouTube in. I look at my elements, right? So I look at what is coming through during the day. And a lot of times I try to hit all three when I'm grounding. So I'm a Libra sun sign, I'm a Scorpio moon, and I'm a Leo. I love the sun. I love being out in the sun. I love taking baths or being in water. And I, love the breeze. And recently we've had a really nice, not cold, but warm breeze wherever we go. So getting out into the forest or the woods or grounding or anything, I'm not a big heavy earth person. So if I know I'm missing something, my go-to is always ground outside, either walking barefoot or sitting down on something, and I literally hug a tree. People look at me like I'm weird in public because I will hug a tree. Leo and I hug trees. And I'll bask in the sun. I'll put my feet in water, and sometimes I'll just let the breeze take everything away. And I just set the intention that the elements help ground me in my space so that I can clearly move ahead. And so that's one of the things that I do. Or movement. My Leo rising likes to have movement. So hiking, I walk a lot. I'm outside quite a bit. Recently, I've got into movement as far as like dancing. So it's been really beautiful. Well, dancing in my home, not dancing in public. So it's been really great to be able to look at the elements, what I'm missing, and really consult my body and my soul, right? That soul connection piece is see what I need. And so I encourage you guys to really take a look at what elements are in your chart and know if you are missing one, like come up with a couple that you can do to ground. It's really, really important to be able to do that.
Especially in this lunar eclipse. Grounding will be, you will find that you have creative moments. Pisces are so creative, very musical, very dancing. I mean, it taps into your Leo, right? So that is one of the things that you'll find is the creativity is up, enhanced in this. And you'll have that when you do have that creativity, that you're in tune with your intuition as well. So
yeah, absolutely. And so it's also thing, whoops, hello Julie. Get a lot of people on tonight. Hello everybody who's popping on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. I was just going to say the other thing with Neptune being conjunct with the lunar eclipse, there just might be a bit of confusion and illusions. That's what Neptune's about. So, because he's about not being able to see on the other side of the curtain, right?
Yeah.
So he's the dream world. He is our creativity person as well. So when you do tap into those intuitions, it's what opens up that curtain. But if you're not tuned in, so this is where the balance, of the elements do have to play. So if you're not, then that's where you could get the confusion or illusions with Neptune being so strong in this conjunction.
Yes. The one thing I do want to talk about a little bit is Libra and Aries, the nodes, right? Because they do have a huge effect on that. And so it's really about taking a look at yourself versus, the collective or the people around you, right? It's really about pushing more for yourself, like who you are, rooting more into how you're feeling and really exploring that versus, a lot of us are healers and so we're nurturers. So versus taking care of everybody else. So what is it actually asking you to look at? And Pisces is such a great sign for you to do this in, because Pisces likes to go deep, right? Yeah. And Pisces is like, if you're not paying attention, then, you know, we're going to kind of make you pay attention by kind of sending you to la la land a little bit. I don't know about you, but this energy just hit Mike, and he's in the living room. Literally, he looks like he's dying on the couch. I'm trying not to laugh. He's a Pisces sun.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, he goes, my body just feels heavy and I just feel like I have a ton. And Leo's like running circles around him. And I'm like, well, I'm going on my live. Bye. but he's had a lot of stuff come up today so things from your past will be coming up to help better you for the future is what I'm hearing. So things from your past is going to be coming up. So really take a look at yourself. Are you really self-sabotaging? Are those tendencies coming up? Or are you just starting to become in alignment with who you are? Because that's that Libra Aries right there. Are you stepping into your power, or are you allowing other people to dictate that? Because for that need of like codependence and people pleasing and stuff like that. So Pisces is really going to have you in your feels with this. And you're going to feel like you're going to have, and some people are going to feel like they're going to have the energetic flu is what I just heard. You're going to feel down and out. And it's because you need to really take a good look at what's happening. I mean, some people might have COVID, but I'm just saying there's things. Some people are saying you need to, sorry, Tizy was messaging me. You really need to take a look at and be honest about what you need and want right now. And it might not look the same as it did 6 to 12 months ago, and that's okay. We have to let go of those beliefs that we have to have what we want, because sometimes we shift so much in our lifetime that what we felt we wanted, and once we get it, we're like, this isn't what I want. And Pisces is also the old man of the zodiac signs. So take that wisdom, into yourself and bring that forward.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The lunar, I just looked up, the lunar nodes do retrograde again on September 25th of this year. So we're not quite headed in the Pisces Virgo yet, but there is going to be a few more just intense energies of having us with the North Node. The North Node is wanting us to look at our fate and our destiny. Now, mind you, this is a transiting one and not the one that's in your natal chart, but it is still giving you this energy and these lessons right now. So that's why it's always important to look at where the moon is or where the other planets are in your chart. But the lunar node in Aries, the North Node, it is giving you that direct energy, like that fight energy. And it is something that I've been having to do myself. So to have that fire that we don't really want to think or do before thinking, but you want that energy that just makes you want to go. Yeah. And, you know, to fight for what you need, not somebody else. It's you. And where is it in your chart? So if you find the North Node, and then the South Node is in the 6 degrees in Libra. So yeah, depending on where it is in your chart. And that is something we're going to offer a small little mini course. It's coming up right after Renee's intuition course is up and running. We will offer, I know, I'm so excited. It's like ready to soon be launched, which is a good thing. But we have a little small mini, just learn how to read your, like, find out where, when we are having these talks, where is it? How can I figure out how to read it? Oh, my things. Astrology is so much like a language that you always have to make sure that forgive yourself for not knowing it right away, because there's so much. And I think I'll be learning until the day that, you know, I'm old and gray and like every single day. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a question come up and I don't know what they said.
Oh, let me see. I didn't see a question. Maybe you saw it somewhere else. Maybe?
Something about
With the
yucky.
energy, with this, what is it?
Here it is. Julia actually said, with this energy going on, why have I been feeling more exhausted, headaches, feeling yucky? That's
Yeah.
part of it. And then Mars in Cancer is another one. And just a heads up, Mars in Cancer by January will be retrograding. I'm just saying. So we'll talk more about that later. That's a whole other
Can of
talk.
worms.
Yeah, 100%. That was a question that I saw. So there we go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Does anybody have any questions? If you're just popping on, please say hello. We're able to kind of see what's going on. But if you have not liked and followed our business page or not in our community above, I did go ahead and that's where we're going to be doing a lot of our mini courses, our workshops, and even information on our actual courses that are coming through. Jenny right now is doing a beautiful astrology course. And if you guys are interested in that, let us know. My birthday is August. Oh, that's awesome, Lisa. I love that. So Abuelita said her birthday is August 24th. Why do I have so much energy?
I think part of that is because we are in Sun and Virgo.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're feeling that, the sun is illuminating in the same areas where your own sun is. That's part of it. There's so many more to look at. So yeah, in Sweden, that's awesome.
Absolutely. Yes. Hello, Lise. Beautiful. Break through a huge block. I love that. I love that. There are so many things being revealed right now. And it's really interesting. I've been keeping an eye on Venus because I have a Venus in Libra. And this is not about the eclipse, but I was like, something's gonna come up. And it's interesting to see how, whereas before my husband and I, we talked about it, or we didn't talk about it, we kind of got into a spat about it. Whereas today we're able to and this was like months ago, right? And then the same thing came around today. And it didn't bother me as much as it bothered him, the comment that I made. And then we were able to really sit down and have that conversation and just expand that. So that's really good.
I love that, Lisa.
Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You got it. Most planets are in the 6th house for you. So those planets are actually in the house of Virgo. So that's related to the sun season that we're in right now, which will create intense energy. The one thing about astrology, it's beautiful that it interweaves amongst each other, and it gives us so many different highlights and whatnot. So the 6th house is about routine, health, whether it might be for work and business, but it's creating that balance. Mercury rules it. So it's definitely, it's an analytical house. So it can be, intense at times. So yeah, 65.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Lise.
I know. Happy early birthday.
Going on.
Well, the nodes are definitely going to hit her.
Yeah, I can't really, without looking at your chart, but and I'm not doing readings tonight. We might do readings another time.
And tonight we're not actually live. Yeah.
So I'm looking at October 14th right now. What is going on right now? The moon is in Cancer at that time. Pluto is out of retrograde. Yay! I always love when Pluto's not in retrograde, although he'll still be in the shadows. So definitely watch our YouTube video on retrogrades. We talked about the shadows in Pluto and what it means to be in Capricorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a pretty good day for the most part, though. There's a lot of things that are retrograding that I can see, though. It's just the way that it goes. North Node in Taurus in the 11th house. So values and worth showing up in your community, knowing that you need to be comfortable moving slow and steady.
The heck is going on? Yes. So, does anybody have any questions about the eclipse energy that is coming up this week? On Tuesday, the 16th.
I think it looks pretty good, eh?
I know, it does look good. If you guys have any other questions, though, like message the page or, take a gander at our community, because we always have videos in there, little reels that explain some things.
This eclipse energy will last a little bit longer just because we still have to go through the eclipse with the sun.
Yes.
So it won't have the Pisces energy, but so it'll be, because it's eclipse energy, it lasts a little longer than a normal full moon would. So I would say about a week to a week and a half, depending on what's in your chart and so how intense it could be for you in that area.
Well, and I even say like it's a month-long corridor is what they always show me. So the energy is actually like it's intense, and then it kind of slows down a little bit, and then it gains momentum again. So there's some great energies. So I would say give it that from the full moon to the next, that 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that. So a good month, 4 to 6 weeks. That energy today was really, I could feel it when I woke up. And so that's a really great question. Jessica asked, what are some things we might do to celebrate or take advantage of the eclipse portal?
So the favorite thing that Renee does is take a bath, saltwater bath. That helps with releasing any emotions, healing yourself. Get some candles going. Get the elements in there with you. Don't just have water. Bring in, the salt, which is from the earth. Bring in water. Bring in music, which is air, right? So, having that meditation for, just to open up, to ground yourself, to heal in that area, to find maybe more, healing in the sense.
Everybody's favorite, journaling.
Journaling. Yes. I was just going to get to that. I was going to say dream journaling. Just because Neptune is like, I don't know if you want to say this, like god of the dreams. He is definitely, because he rules Pisces and he's connected to house 12. It's all about the other side, right? So write down those, that stuff, and write down your stuff anyways with journaling. It's Renee's favorite thing as well. You're so ironic in that sense that you like those kind of things. It's funny.
What, journaling? It's because I'm not writing for other people to see.
True. Yeah. So you're your authentic self.
So I'm not. People might look at that and be like, "Dang."
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't really care anymore either. So some things that we might want to celebrate. the minor things, like things that make you happy. What I'm hearing is joy, right?
The things
Things
you're
that
releasing.
the things that you know that you have released and worked really hard on. Like, even if there's
Yeah.
still some tendrils of it there, like, celebrate that. Celebrate
Yeah.
moving forward and find even the little things to be excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say the full moon is about manifesting and releasing.
Yeah.
It is an eclipse, so it's a lot more intense. So we do concentrate on more releasing and transforming. But it's still a full moon. When it comes down to it, and it comes down to what resonates with you. If what we're saying is not resonating, by all means, if you feel you need to go do that thing, that means that you're being authentic to yourself. That is what you need to do. So, yeah, you may not want to hug a tree like Renee, and that's okay. Renee is able to be authentic and stand out and be seen that way, and I love that about her.
To be fair, like, I do it because I want to see people's reactions. I'm kind of weird like that. No, I truly do it because I want to hug a tree and I love the energy. But people's reactions are the best because they just kind of like do a double take and they don't know how to do it. So, oh gosh.
Yeah, Lisa, you're right. Automatic writing.
Yes. Yeah.
With journaling.
Yeah. Miriam wanted to know how we can make best use of this energy. What I'm hearing, Marianne, is like whatever's coming up for you. Like what's a theme that keeps shining on it for you? And then it's use this energy to kind of take those steps and just flow with it. Because Pisces is water. They like to feel. They feel everything.
Yeah. Coming from a Pisces here in a stellium.
They feel everything. And so if they don't have that flow to them, it almost blocks. So just allow yourself to, and what I'm hearing, Marianne, is do what you want. Like, pick a time during the day and just do what feels good for you.
Yeah, and do something coming from a Pisces stellium. And the stellium means I had 3 or more planets that are, well, mine are conjunct. But just do something that lights you up, that brings out that passion. I know for myself that if I am not doing something that I love, and as a Pisces, if I'm not doing that something I love, I am not, like, Renee will account to this. Like, I'm not in a good mood. I cannot move forward. I actually escape. Yeah. I do. I go the other way. I just want to go against the current then. I can't go with the flow. I have to go against the current. But when I open up my intuition, my creativity, my passions, and I align with them, and it makes me happy, then I'm aligning with the flow for me. And that's a true Pisces.
Yeah.
But a full moon is about releasing. It is about manifesting. It's, we worked on the new moon that was a dark moon, right? Like, it's totally pitch black out there. And now you'll notice that there's moonlight out, and it's bright again and at nighttime, like you can actually see. So you were planting those seeds. And like the springtime, it was, muddy or, just damp. But we're all of a sudden opening up windows, and then we're coming to the manifestation period, whereas summertime, and remember, the playing and whatnot is happening.
Yeah.
And all that stuff that, we were working, on getting towards, now we're there, and it's working on releasing and just letting, manifesting what we've been working on. Doesn't mean that it's coming from this past new, but
yeah. And remember, the manifesting part too lasts until the 3/4 moon. So really, go ahead and, gauge that a little bit, because that's one of the really good times to take whatever you've released and then allow that to manifest with the 3/4 moon. So you actually have quite a while with that energy to do that.
Yeah. And it's like an onion. You peel one layer at a time. Baby steps. Take it slow. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to do it all. It's just whatever resonates with you. And yeah. And if you feel like you're
Yeah.
escaping, then slow down. You don't have to do that. Balance yourself back out, find those passions, and be able to work with it again. It does not have to be hard, although sometimes
Don't
it can be.
overthink it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it, because Pisces are really good at overthinking too. So don't get into that.
She's speaking from experience with living with one and having to put up with me. So
Yep. In the most beautiful way, in the loving way. I'm like, get out of your head.
yeah, well, I got you as a Scorpio moon and a Leo rising, and it's funny, she's got the Libra sun and I've got the Libra moon. So I've been kind of watching her as I watch me, and hers is all about, damn, I just don't care. And then I'm just like, oh my God, don't hurt her feelings. So yeah.
I you know what though, to be fair, like I used to take on other people's feelings because I didn't. Yeah. And now I'm just kind of in that phase where the Maleficent phase where I'm just like, whatever. Maleficent. I couldn't say it. I'm just like, whatever. Yes, Aries. I love Aries energy. I have, Jessica knows, my daughter's an Aries. I learned so much from her, and she's the opposite sign. So I think, her and I get along really well.
Yeah, because you give, so opposites, if you guys don't know, in the wheel. So what one doesn't have, the other one does. You're also a different element, right? So Aries is fire, Libra is air. So they're thinkers, they're communicators, they're, and then the fire is doers and, action, passion, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I learn a lot from her. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Keep an eye. I think next Sunday we are back on again for the elements, right? The air element.
Yeah, right. We are.
We're going to be going over, I saw it earlier today. Yeah, we're going to be going our workshop for the air element, how you can bring air into your house, bring air in to help you move, whether you have an air element, a lot of air elements, or you're missing air elements, how you can embody that element. So we're doing a workshop series on the elements. So we're super excited to start with air.
Yeah, and it's something that we teach right now in our one course that we have for astrology. So, and it's something that I love diving into.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Same time. I think it'll be 6 p.m. Actually, though, 6 p.m. or 5:30. I don't know yet. Next Sunday for that workshop, and keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. We'd love to have you here. If you guys have any more questions, then message our page, or come into our community and ask questions in the community, because we love questions about astrology and intuition. We just love being able to help people along in their journey. So that's what we do. That's what we're here for. And we just want people to have fun with that as well. Here is the link to our community, where we post videos every day, channeled messages, videos. And yeah, that's where we'll be. So thank you all for coming in tonight, and we will see you next Sunday. Yes, we'll see you soon, Lisa. All right, and Marianne too. We'll send the link to the Zoom in the group. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.